This presentation is made possible by these amazing individuals and organizations. Whether it was through Patreon, Super Chats, Super Stickers, or by watching, liking, and commenting, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hello, everybody. Hi there. How are you today? Oh my goodness. I've had such a wild week, and I guess if you were here on Wednesday, you know what I mean with my computer and everything. But for some reason, I think it's working just fine now. I figured it out, and I'm not even technically inclined. So it's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle in the middle of April. Oh well, the last part of April, and I'll take it. Anyway, I'm really having a great Friday, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well. Let's see who is in the chat today. I see a lot of familiar faces. Um, plenty of mods today. So let me immediately thank the mods for being here and being so awesome. So let me find my special mod thank you video. That sounds like me in the video, the last woo. It always gets me every time. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. And really just livening up my day in particular. So many thanks to you guys. So I see immediately we've got Lance Chafin in the house. Hiya, RNG. How are you doing, my dear? Love ya. Thank you so much, Lance. You are so awesome. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I'm doing good, in good spirits, and I hope you are doing good as well, or doing well as well. Keith E says, hello, oh, saying hi to Lance, but Keith E is here. Keith E is here. Let's see. Um, And I'm just gonna be nosy and see one of the things that you were selling, Lance Keith E. Not much. I was watching the YouTube weather. People in the storms in Texas. I didn't know that there were storms in Texas. It's good not to live in Texas. What was going on there? Oh, I didn't know that there were storms in Texas. Yeah. And Keith E says, well, Lance says that it's 64 degrees where he's at, and Keith E says it's 73. And in East Tennessee, and let's see what I'm at. Oh, we're finally up to the 50s. We're at 52, guys. That's pretty remarkable for us around here. So I'm like, that's pretty much spring. Now I do have a lot of light coming through my window there, but it is definitely a gloomy day today. We had April showers finally yesterday. It was threatening to snow at some point. So that was very interesting. Um, and Lance says, just popping in to say hi, check back later. Okay. Oh, well, that is just fine. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, good afternoon, and finishing up a few things so I can kick back with a little rest and RNG. Oh, that's so sweet. That sounds like a rest and relaxation. um, and let's see. Um, the allergies are in a full effect, so I might have to take a break for every once in a while here, because they are raging a little bit today, but not as bad as usual. William Blake Hall is here. Hello, my friend. Greetings. um yes, I don't have many favorite cartoons from later in life, but I can still try to contribute. Oh, absolutely, yes. And there's something about cartoons. They're just they just put a big smile on my face sometimes. Just the just the energy of it. It's just playful and innocent sometimes. And yes, the cool intro time. I just love that intro. And then we've got Brogu. Brogu is in the house. Hello, Retro Nerd Girl. How are you doing? It's great to see you once again. Well, likewise, likewise. Such I love you. I love that name, Brogu. I hope you are doing well. And William says, Pittsburgh's at 60 degrees, days ahead of using. of refusing to decide whether to rain or not. Yeah, it's just one of it's that time period, right? Otherwise, not too bad. I have some pie on hand. Ooh, yummy. What kind of pie is it? Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I cut my long nails. Now they're short again. I wanted to have shorter nails so that way I could do some crafts during the spring and summer. So yeah, well they grow pretty fast. So um I was like cutting them an inch every week and they were still growing. So they might just shoot back out to being really long again. Very lucky like that. Let's see. And William is putting it together. He says Brogu, as in Grogu being a bro. Yes, I think it's so cute. Unicorn Rampant Studio says yes. Pittsburgh at least is somewhat not raining sometimes. I have strawberries and root beer being delivered shortly to mitigate. Oh, cool. Oh, strawberries. Yum. We don't have strawberries around here yet. I mean, I have to go get them somewhere, but they're not like readily available. But root beer is always delicious. Um, and then, oh yes, Tom Limery is here. Hello, RNG. Hi, everybody. Great to see you, Tom Limery. Uh, let's see. And who else is here? Um, let's see. And William says, bought tuna sandwiches can be okay, but I like to make with wheat bread, Hellman's and tangy relish. Sounds good. Sounds good. And William Blake Hall is letting me know that I can be heard, which is awesome. Yes. Hello, we hear you. Yes, awesome. Loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Yes, I would hate to be talking all this time and not be heard, but at least you guys are here to let me know that whether I'm silent or not. And William says, "Don't mind us. We're just talking about root beer floats and tuna fish sandwiches." So sweet. And Lana, you in reviews is here. Hi there. How are you? How are you? Thanks for being here today. Uh, and Lana says that these are amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Lana. I hope so. It's been a lot of fun for me. So I am hoping that some people are getting some enjoyment out of this because I'm sure having a good time going down memory lane and learning about cartoons I never knew about. Um, oh, and William Blake Hall says I've been a fan of Lana since Lana Kane. Oh, Lana Kane from is that Superman, or is that a play um on the I don't know. Is that a play on there's a it's a that Lana Kane is a play on a name, isn't it? Um and Oh, and Lana says, intro, videos, graphics, everything, haha, is so delightful. Thank you so much. I really love putting those things together. And hopefully I'll have more stuff too, that I might do. So we'll see what happens. But thank you. I love that feedback. Thank you. That helps and inspires me to do more creative things that way. And Unicorn Studios has a star. Oh, thank you. Uh, let's see. And that's right, Jay is here. Hello, that's right, Jay. It's great to see you as always. And says, I really need to turn on notifications. And sometimes, sometimes the notifications don't always work like they should, but I do. They do work sometimes. And if you have them, go ahead and hit the bell icon, and that'll help. But otherwise, it's so good to see you. That's right, Jay. And the replay crew is always in full effect. I love the replay guys. Hello, replay guys. Mwah. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody, both in the live stream and in the replay. You could YouTube can notice me in the future. In fact, let me play my little video for the likes. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Oh, there it is. Yes, guys, go ahead and smash that like button for me. That will help me a lot. And let's see what we have here. I see a friendly face in the chat. Wow. Oh, wow. Lots of chat going on, chitter chat. I'm a little bit behind now. Irene Jobson is here. Hello, Irene. How are you? Says, hey, girl. And Daryl Johnson is here. Oh, hi, Daryl. How are you? Says, RNG. Let's see. Yes, and Daryl was ahead of the game. He said people need to hit that like button. Thank you, Daryl. Yes. And let's see who else is here. I don't. Oh, Danny Staten is here. Greetings from South Carolina and greetings from Project Genesis. Let's see. Lots of people here. And Danny says Scooby Doo right away. Yes, I think we did. We get to Scooby Doo yet? We might not have gotten to Scooby Doo just yet. Um, let's see. And Irene mentions love cartoons. Remember Tiny Toons? Yes, yeah, they're a little bit further up on the list. And just to let everybody know, my list is goes according to chronological order. So we're trying to do that. And Space Ghost, yes, we covered Space Ghost last week. And William Blake Hall says, liking the nails, RNG. Well, thank you very much. um, it's my one of my favorite little pastimes is to work on my nails sometimes. It's a little fun. It gets me to relax. Um, and let's see, who else is here? We got it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs is here. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Retro Nerd Girl. Hi, chat. Oh, she's wonderful, guys. Let's see. It's so good to see you, Courtney. And let's see. Um, and Unicorn Rampant Studios is saying, welcome, chat joiners. Yes, thank you for welcoming everyone in. I love the camaraderie in the chat and just all the great feelings all around. That's right, Jay says Danger Mouse was dope. Did maybe we did Danger Mouse already. Um, and let's see. Anybody else? Oh, look, Lord Toth is here. How are you, Lord Toth? I love these shows. Oh, great. Oh my God, thank you. Yes, okay, wonderful. I'm so glad. Um, let's see. Any more new faces or if I see, oh, look, Zax is here. Hi, Zax, how are you? Oh my God, you're just making some great content over on your channel. Just loving what you've got going on over there. Um, and let's see who else is here. Oh, Tom Limery is doing some housekeeping. Thank you. I appreciate it. Violet asking everyone to hit the like button. And thank you so much, Tom, for that. Um, and the dude is here. Oh, wow. A trip to the moon is still better than most modern Hollywood movies. It's certainly short, but yeah, it's really entertaining. I love that movie. That's so sweet. All right, so I've caught up with the chat pretty much as you guys talked a little bit. Um, amongst yourself, and I'm gonna start to um, uh, pull bring up the list really quickly. And just before then, Irene said, I don't think I've ever watched Danger Mouse. And oh, you know what, it's such an old one, and it's really cute. You might be able to catch an episode or so on YouTube. YouTube has a lot of these things, or even what's the name of that? Tubi. Tubi has like everything, I think. What doesn't Tubi have? And William says that my best friend and his wife are big Danger Mouse fans. And no, I don't. I think we have to yet to discuss him. Okay, all right. I wonder if I I believe I put him on the list. Okay, so we'll look for that. Um, and Zach says, thanks, RNG. Compliment right back at you. Oh, thank you. And okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the list. And wow, you guys are chatty today. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna add this to the stream. Let's see. I think this is a good um uh little setup here. I think that will work. And let's see. I'm just going to go through the slides of what we've covered already. And until we get to the part where we stopped the last time, which was pretty much slide 80. Um, Also, I know that you guys gave me extras last week. And so what I decided to do was not to add them to the list to throw off my number. And then I'll add them to the final list when I decide to release that. And not sure if I want to how I want to do it, if I want to do a special video on all of these, or if I want to um, set it up as something, a gift or something special for special lovers of cartoon stuff. So we'll see. I'm not sure what I might do with this gathered information. Um, yeah, these were all so cool. But we went through all of these last week and talked about them. Space Ghost, so many cool things, and we're doing it all in chronological order. And again, just to let you guys know, all the ones that you gave me last week that's not on my list, I I do have them on. I kept the list handy. That right down here, I have a pad that I'm writing some things on. And see. Yes, we ended with wacky races. Okay, great. Yeah, so yeah, I have a pad over here with the names of some of the ones that you guys gave me last week. And once I'm done with the whole list, I'll add these. Um, and so I'll just read the list off because some of these are also jumping around in time, and I'm not sure if I've already done them. So it's Silver Hair, Valley of the Dinosaurs, Super Chicken, which I've never heard of before. Super Chicken, Rough and Ready, oh, I think Strawberry Shortcake might be on my list. I'm not sure, but it might be. My Tour, Hoppity Hopper, Captain Pug, and that's 1957. Hot Wheels, which somebody said was 1969, and that might be on my list. I'll cross it off if it is. There's Mighty Man, Hokey Wolf, King Leonardo, Dr. Seuss, Mission Magic, and that was 1973. So we may get to it. And Rick and Morty, which is way ahead of that's like way ahead of where we are. That's probably going to be part five. And Hair Bear Bunch. That was one that you guys really wanted me to put on the list. Little Lotta, which Stunt Brat uh, 777 Smith um, wanted on the list. And Dragon Tales, Ulysses 31, and somebody mentioned Yamoto, which I was not aware that there was. I've heard of Yamoto, but I wasn't sure that that was a cartoon or if that was live action. So I'm gonna go through five on the. Well, I'm gonna go through. Let's do 10, and see if we can make some way on this list. Okay, so I'll do 10. Uh, First, micro ventures, which is very interesting. 1968. I don't think I ever saw this one. And just seeing this reminds me of the Venture Brothers. But I'm sure it's probably going to be completely different. But yeah, never saw this cartoon ever. I don't know if you guys have ever. Micro ventures. Um, we've got Asterix. Okay, this Asterix, now I didn't catch all of them, and they were, I think, shorter. They were shorts, I believe. Um, and there were quite a few different ones um, that had different adventures. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Asterix cartoons. Fantastic Voyage, 1968, 1969. Uh, That's another one that I managed to miss. Or maybe it just wasn't picked up by any stations uh, that I was watching. There was the Three Musketeers, and this always confused me when I was a kid. As before I learned about the story, I was like, why are there four people there and it's supposed to be three musketeers? I didn't know about the story yet. And Arabian Nights, 1968 to 1969. I missed this one as well. The Batman Superman Hour, 1968, 1969. We've got Scooby Doo finally, guys. We finally got Scooby Doo. 1969 to 1970. There was a whole bunch of different Scooby Doo shows. There's like going on even to this day, but we've got a lot of Scooby Doo. Uh, Ant and the Aardvark, which I used to love this one. Guys, do you remember this one? The Ant and the Aardvark? It's just a silly cat and mouse chase basically, and it was so much fun, so much fun. And the Hardy Boys. This is one definitely exclusive to the 60s and 70s that I did not know about. But this was 1969 to 1971. We have Motor Mouse and Auto Cat. And I may have caught maybe one or two episodes of this. This was not like one of the more popular one. I don't know if you guys have seen this as well. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat about these. Let's see. And that's right. Jay says, "Good times. I just start to get engaged in a chat, and the wife calls. Oh, yes. Well, say hello to her for me." And Brogu says, "I used to watch Battle of the Planets after school. It was known as G-Force. Yes, yes, G-Force. That's how I know it. And that was so good. That was so good. They reminded me of Voltron Force, the Voltron Force, right? They were really fun. And Irene says, "Okay, thank you." Um, and that must have been about something up top here. Oh, Danger Mouse, yes. And let's see, William says, "Oh, I'm so old. My childhood is already over. We're entering my 20s now." Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, that wow. Oh no. And Lance Chavin says, guys, see you soon. Going to nap now. Have a good chat, gang. Well, you have a good one too, Lance. Really great to see you, and thanks for stopping by, um, and interacting with us today. We really appreciate you. Um, oh, Irene said that she watched Felix. Yeah, Felix was so cute. It was so cute. Oh, look, and Stunt Brett 77 Smith is here. It's just speaking about you, my true nerd girls. My hey, sweetheart, hugs. Thank you. Oh, hugs back. And Irene said, I totally saw Chili Willy. And that's one that I may have seen like one or two episodes, but they seem to be extra short, not the same length as like the other episodes of all the other um cartoons. And William Blake Hall says, hip hip and away I go. Oh no, okay, well. And let's see. Irene says, I feel like the Jetsons and the Flintstones had that crossover bit that they played on Thanksgiving. Yeah, they did have like a crossover episode, I believe. And it was one of those like freaky ones that when I was a kid, I was like, what's going on? But it was kind of cool to see them together. Um, And William Blake Hall says, "Here he comes. He's a demon on wheels." Which one is this one? Uh, which show is that one from? It must have been one that I don't know. Anyway, um, and that's right. Jay says, "Oh my God, I forgot about Galaxy Trio." Yes, Galaxy Trio. They are. I actually happened to catch those guys. Um, and Tom Lemery is saying that right now for the live, we have closing in on 25 likes. Thank you so much for keeping track of that. Thank you for letting people that they know that they should hit the like button. Um, and for anyone in the replay, definitely that helps this channel out so much. Um, William Blake calls says, I think Buckaroo Banzai capped off with 44 likes. Pretty decent. Oh yes, they did. Yeah, it did very well. It's still doing well. Love that movie. Um, and Irene says my 4-year-old just repeated wacky races, wacky races. Yes. Okay, let's see. Uh, oh, and Stunt Brat says that Chili Willy was my fave when I was little. Oh, wow. And Laura Tot says, "Is Dudley Do Right on your list?" It should be. It should be on the list. I think it's coming up soon. Um, if not, let me know again if you don't see it, but it should be coming up really soon. Um, and Darnell says, "No clutch cargo." I'm a gasp. And now we do have Space Angel. It's kind of like clutch. And that's right, Jay says spaceship battleship Yamato. A space battleship Yamato. Yeah, I mean, but was that a cartoon? Because I remember seeing a live action thing. Or was that totally different? Yeah, we'll find out, right? We'll find out. And Laura Todd says Star Blazers in North America. Um, uh, which one is Star Blazers? Um, is that Star Blazers for G Force as well? Let me put Star Blazers. Um, And some Brad says, "Retro, you rock, girl. This is so fun. Hugs." Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. This is, yeah, it is. And there's so many more. It's just really cool because um like William, at some point I was still watching cartoons. I'll watch a cartoon today, and I'll watch a brand new one too. I mean, for some reason Teen Titan Go is so hilarious to me, and I just love them to no end. I can't stop watching that show. Um, and that's like a more modern one. And Rick and Morty's not bad either. I kind of like that one. Um, it's got all that sci-fi stuff, so yeah, it's right up my alley, of course. And Tom Lemery says Dudley is part of Bullwinkle and Rocky. Yeah, because I think I don't think it was had its own show. It was always a part of it, um, that I can remember. William Blake Cole says, "Micro Adventures, huh? We definitely need the animated Fantastic Voyage series." Oh, it came right almost like right after that. Uh, and let's see. And William says, love the books, but never watched any of the animated Asterix. I'm the books. I don't remember the books. I didn't know that there were books. I just never remember seeing the cartoons. Um, and that's right, Jason. Anybody ever notice how musketeers are never carrying muskets? Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, but yeah, because they couldn't because of the rating system for kid shows. So cool. And Irene says, I don't think I know this stuff. Well, I think some more familiar ones will start to pop up. Um, but look, she says, I did watch Fantastic Voyage, I think. Yeah, I didn't get to see that one. Because some of these weren't available where I lived. It just didn't show up, or the timing must have been wrong for me. And William says, the three swordsmen wouldn't be would be a tasting. Three swordsmen wouldn't be as tasty sounding for a candy bar. Yeah. Well, if it's a good candy bar, I'm sure people will eat it. Um, and William says, "I'll be darned. I recall the art um, for Ant and Aardvark, but none of the story." Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, I remember seeing the art as well. But I did remember seeing actual um, footage of the aardvark snooping around looking for the ants, and the ants got like a little home, and he's chilling out, and it's really cute, but it's basically the cat and mouse chase. That's basically what it is. It's just a cat and mouse chase, um, with like Bugs Bunny type stuff, where he's got a underground home, and uh, he's just chilling, and all of a sudden the aardvark is intruding, and and Gordon says, "Ruby, Ruby, Roo." um, and Tom Lemery says, "Yes." And the narrator for those shows was William Conrad, who played Canon, uh, i- who played Canon in the 70s. Oh, that's cool. And Irene says that she watched a lot of Scooby Doo. Me too. I mean, that was really one of the best, I think, shows that really stuck around for a long time, and people really, um, I don't know, the kids find it was adorable. It's adorable, and the song was addictive. Like you, you had to sing along to that song. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, wasn't Ant and Aardvark part of the Pink Panther suite of cartoons? I think it's like I'm not sure. You might be right about that because they weren't like actually full on they weren't the full length. It seemed like they were smaller bites of stories. Um, and Irene said that I read Hardy Boy books. Yeah, I know that they were popular. I never got into them. And it was kind of cool that they made um the cartoon, but it never did like come about where I was located. So it's like whatever I could, whenever it was available where it was at, that's what I watched. So these are all like new. I want to kind of see that. Um, and let's see. Tasty Mystery Meat. As a European, I have seen and read all of Asterix. Oh, really? Okay, so it must have been really more like a European kind of thing. Um, but it was definitely here, but not as big, not as big. Um, Not many people will remember that one. And Unicorn Rampant Studios says, did we mention Fractured Daily Fairy Tales? I think they were part of the Rocky and Bullwinkle. Um, well, we did mention Rocky and Bullwinkle. If they were part of it, probably I'm not sure if they would. Um, I'm not sure, but I'm writing it down. Fractured Fairy Tales, and taking a little sip for um to stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. And Jonathan Myers is here, not Majors. Jonathan Myers is here. Oh, well, I was watching V with Robert England. Oh wow, what a treat! What a treat! I love that TV series. Um, And Sunbrat says fractured fairy tales. I almost forgot. LOL. Yeah, I never heard of fractured fairy tales. But I bet you that when I see it, I'll remember it. I'm like, oh yes, of course. Unicorn Rampant Studio says that my strawberry treats have arrived. Ooh, yummy. And Irene agrees with Jonathan Myers. That's one of my favorite shows. Yeah, so good. It's so good. I really want to go. Maybe I might do something about V one of these days. What a great show! What a great show. Um, and oh look, Barry On is here and mentioned Speed Racer, and it's on the list. I'm not sure if we went through it just yet, but it is on my list here. Let's see. And William says I'm down with pretty much anything with Michael Ironside, right? Right? He's amazing. He is amazing. I love Michael Ironside. Um, and let's see. And Irene says, yeah, it was weird for sure. And we're still talking about V, the TV series. That's wild. And Sunbrat says, William, I got to work with Michael Ironside on Total Recall in 1989. Oh, is that's when you met Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? And he said that thing to you. That comment to you. Yeah, Total Recall is that's one of my favorite movies. And Irene Jobson said, I remember babysitting my nephew when he was like 2. I let him watch Woody Woodpecker on Hulu and it was free. Yeah, oh, that's awesome. Yes, guys. Oh, Hulu has a lot um, of cartoons on it. And as well, I believe, think that HBO Max may have a lot of cartoons on it as well. You have to double check on that. And that's right. Jay says in 2010 they made a live action Yamato movie. Thank you. Okay, yes. Okay. Well, okay, so wasn't there like an original Japanese Yamato movie that was maybe done in the 50s um that all of this really stems from? Sort of like the grandfather of it all? I'm not sure. Uh, just trying to go by my memory. I thought I saw some live action Yamato project um, that was a lot older, or maybe it was inspired, something inspired by, possibly. William Blake Call says, "Can you be glimpsed anywhere in Total Recall?" Oh, talking to um, she was on the stunt team, if I'm not mistaken, Stunt Brat. Yeah. She's gonna. I think she has a comment early, and that we'll hit on. And Irene says, "My kids love Adventure Time." Oh yeah, that's another one a lot of people love. Oh, I didn't. I don't know if I wrote that one down. Yeah, I don't know if I wrote that one down. Thanks for including that. Um, I've watched like parts of it. I haven't really sat down and watched it completely. I confess. Daryl mentions Ren and Stimpy, and they're on the list. And Stunt Brat says, William, I worked closely with Arnold for over a week, doubled Rachel Ticotin, his girlfriend at the in the movie. Yeah, and so that's pretty cool. I mean, guys, we have a superstar in the chat. I love you, Step Rats. Thank you for uh, sharing your wonderful stories. Um, Danny Staten, I watched that stuff. Yeah. And William Blake Hall, Rachel Ticotin. Hey, forget Heather Thomas. Cool. And Irene says Ren and Stimpy was a huge part of my childhood, plus Doug, Recess, and Rugrats. Yeah, yep, I have all of those on the list too. Yep. I'm not sure. Well, Recess might be one I don't have. I may have it, I may not have it. I have to that one. But everybody else, I have that. That's right, Rick J. As far as the more modern cartoons go, I've enjoyed watching Gravity Falls with my girls, and Bluey with my son. Oh, that's so sweet. Uh, and I think I may have Gravity Falls on there, but just in case I don't. Right, hold on one second, guys. I'm being attacked by the vicious and gnarly allergy. Allergens, guys. They are out of control. All right. I did the high fall. Stuntbrat says I did the high fall jump with Arnold's stunt double. They grabbed a bar. Yes, you guys remember that part of Total Recall? Uh, where the characters were being spit out into Mars atmosphere, and they were holding on to that bar just, and the winds were going, and that that was Stunt Brat. So cool. And uh Stunt says, William, at all the ending stuff in Total Recall, fan blowing. Yes, them sideways. That's me. That's what she says. That is so cool, guy. That is so cool. And William Blake call lots of jumping and bar grabbing. Somehow I'm thinking of the very end that where he just started the reactor. Yes, yes, that is the exact time. Uh, and my cool dog is here. Hello, how are you? Just in time to mention that Scooby Doogie Doo. That is so cool. Yep, Scooby Doo. And Irene Jones says, "Oh, did we watch the Pink Panther?" Yeah, I did. I definitely did. And I think it may be coming up soon. I think it's coming up soon. And William Blake Hall says, "Start the reactor, free Mars." Yes, that was the last word of what's it the name of the character? Quit Quaitar. I should know. Quato, right? He says that's his last name. Last thing he says is start the reactor, free Mars. Quato. Um, and oh, Danny Staten is giving us the link to my cool dog's channel. Um, and Darrell says Samurai Jack. Yeah, that's further ahead because remember we're going chronologically. So yeah, we got a long way before we get to Samurai Jack, but we'll get there. Um, and let's see. um, and William says, "Start the reactor, blow stunt Brack away." Yes, and then William says, "Hi, mystery. As an American, merely read a lot of Asterix. Yeah, I do remember the books, but I didn't. Um, I did see the cartoons. I did. I'm unless I'm imagining it." And Irene says that I remember Rocky Bullwinkle. It reminded me of Rocky Road ice cream. Yum. And Irene Jobson says $5. Oh, in a super chat, just sending love. Oh my God, thank you so much. This is wonderful. Let me see. I have a special thank you for you. Let's see if I can find it. Uh, hey, let's do this one. It'll be fun. Oh man, thank you so much, Irene. That is just wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. You are, yes, and I guess it's inspiring other people to do. Thank you so much, Unicorn Rampant Studio. You're amazing. Thank you. And that's for the allergen attack. It's so sweet. Thank you so much, you guys. Just amazing. Of course, I have a thank you for you as well. Uh, so sweet. Thank you so much. And let me get to. Let's see. William Blake Hall says, I thought Fractured Fairy Tales got bundled with Bullwinkle. Also, Adventures of some guy named McBrag. I've never heard of McBrag. I'll have to look into that one. Okay, so maybe Fractured Fairy Tales won't come up by itself if it's attached to Bullwinkle. But oh, I've got to see some. I've got to see some of those Fractured Fairy Tales. Uh, and that's right, Jay says I loved Fractured Fairy Tales. Okay, another stamp. A must see. It seems. Like I said, I probably when I see it, I'll probably remember it. I was like, oh, these guys. And Irene Jobson says, you really should. V is one of those that shows. Yeah, it is a show that I know a lot of people loved. Myself, I was crazy for that show, and it was like you couldn't see reruns at the time. You like I just finished seeing The Mandalorian, and I was able to see that episodes like 4 or 5 times if I wanted. But back then, you only had the airing, and that was it. You didn't have a chance to examine things or pull things apart. You just got what you got, and it was just so wild. Um, and Stumprat says, Irene, you gotta try Haagen-Dazs Rocky Road ice cream. It's amazing. And let's see. Unicorn Rampant Studio says it seems like she's a good 10 minutes or so behind. Thank you, Unicorn Rampant Studio. Yes, I am quite a few minutes behind here. You guys have a lot to say about this topic, so it's really kind of like how it goes. So I'm trying to read through your comments as quickly as possible so we could get through the next 10 um uh, uh on the list here. So thank you so much, Unicorn, for explaining that. Um, okay, so Retro, I actually got to work with on Arnold's film Running Man, but I didn't get to meet Arnold on that film. Oh yeah. Oh, cool. Running Man. And Running Man is one of those ones that I never got into. I never got into Running Man. Because I didn't like the violent, like I know all of the movies are violent, but I didn't like the reasoning, the whole concept of being on a show that was um violent was just something that was kind of off-putting to me, so I never got into that movie. Irene Jobson says, when I eat Rocky Road, I think of my mom. So often I avoid it because I miss her. Oh, my condolences. I'm so sorry. I hear you. Um, Adventure Time is actually a family favorite. Oh, okay. Well, I that's inspiring me to watch it with a little bit more intensity now. Let's see. Retro, shut up, sweetheart. I'm not a celebrity. I just worked with them. Oh, you know how much I love you. And let's see. Um, let's see if I'm just gonna skip a few. I hope you guys don't mind if I skip a few until we get to more about um And, and Donald Ramon says, "Darn it, RNG, you got me hooked on HB on HB YouTube." Really, Hanna Barbera is on all the cartoons. I'm so sorry, but they're great. Aren't isn't that a great studio? They just had so many wonderful productions, and let's see. Uh, Let's see. Barry Ann says, not from my childhood, but the Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers. It was fun. Yes, it was, and I love the intro. The the whole yeah, the whole intro for that show was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. The theme song was incredible. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just YouTube, type in Galaxy Rangers theme song, and you're welcome. You're welcome. And there's also like a 10-hour cut of of it on loop. Somebody did it. It's just great. Brogu says, I know what you mean about allergies, RNG. When I walk outside certain times of the year and see that green pollen covering my car, I start to experience anxiety. Yeah, it's out of control right now because it is like right in the thicket of allergy season, and it's insane. And Danny Staten says there's no need to fear. Underdog is here. LL, I remember that well. Um, and Sunbrat is saying about her experience that she said I had been practicing trapeze to get my palms toughened up. Oh, cool. And also said that on that Conan B almost killed me, LOL. So exhausting, kind of dangerous. And that was from when you were working on Red Sonja. And that's right, Jay says, have a great evening. Thank you. Gotta run. Okay, that's right, Jay. You have a great day. And okay, let me see if I can uh, keep going really quickly. Oh, look who's here. Okay, John Walker is here. Hello, John Walker. And so is Tracy Rothmeyers. Hello, Tracy Rothmeyer. How are you? How are you? Let's see. All right, I caught up with the chat, guys. Woo! Now for the next 10. Let's see if we can do that. Caught up with the chat. Um, and Unicorn says, "Yay! RNG skipped ahead. I did, and let's see if I can do the next 10 really quickly. We've got let's see, we've got Chattanooga Cats, guys. Have you seen these guys? I'm not. I've actually, I think I've seen like maybe one or two of their shows. But I don't remember them very much. The cat with the green hat looks familiar. And that was from 69 to 71. We've got Pink Panther finally, guys. Finally, we've got Pink Panther. Yes, I mean we've been wanting the Pink Panther for a while, and people have been mentioning Pink Panther, and there he is, in all of his glory. And you can see that he was in and out of production or different shows, because the this character is so popular, so so popular. Uh, and The Perils of Penelope Pit Stop. This was one that you guys mentioned that I should have. So, and that's 1969 to 1971. And I've never seen that show ever, Penelope Pit Stop. So I'll have to go back and watch some of those episodes. And there's Dudley Do Right, everybody. Dudley Do Right finally made it. And it looks Dudley Do Right of the Mounties. Uh, just isn't that cool? He had his own show. And Josie and the Pussycats. Oh, let's get the dates on that. That's 1969 to 1970. And then we have Josie and the Pussycats. Now this was huge. Josie and the Pussycats. You couldn't stop me from singing the theme song Josie and the Pussycats over and over and over again. Um, and this was from 1970 to 1972. What a fun show. Uh, and they have so many like little adventures too. It was really cute. And then you guys were the ones who mentioned Harlem Globetrotters. That's pretty cool that they, they have their own little mention because they were attached to quite a few shows. Uh, and that was from 1970 to 1973. Then there's Groovy Ghoulies. Now this one I never heard of, and that was from 1970 to 1971. That looks like it's a lot of fun to see all of the classic monsters together in one show. And we've got the Pebbles and Bam Bam show from 1971 to 1976. That's pretty cool that it went on for 5 years like that. Then we have the Funky Phantom, which I saw like maybe um 4 or 5 episodes of because it was eh, kind of like a Scooby Doo uh wannabe kind of show, but it was very interesting. Um, and full of lighthearted fun. 1971 to 1972. Then the Jackson 5 had their show from 1971 to 1973. So, guys, let's see what you have to say about these. Let's see. Tracy says, I missed Mouse. Yes, was Motor Mouse and Auto Cat. Yes. And Barry on says, oh, he's saying lines from Conan the Barbarian. And Irene Jobson says, I live in Chattanooga. Well, sort of. Oh, cool. And let's see. Um, and Irene Jobson says, I feel like Dudley Do Right is a long ride at Islands uh, at Adventures. Oh, you mean the idea uh of the show? I think they yeah, because I think they were able to come up with some ideas for that show, but I like Dudley Do Right, but and I like him better in small dosages. Um, and then Josie and the Pussycats in Outer Space. Yes, there was that too. Um, and Tracy said, I love Josie. Yeah, me too. I mean, they were fun and they had some really cool adventures. Uh, Irene. And William Blake Hall says, I enjoyed believing that Earth got tired of Josie and the Pussycats and stuck them on that rocket ship. Oh my goodness. And Irene says, I don't think I've ever seen Groovy Ghoulies. Me either. That looks like it would be interesting to take a look at. And Tracy Rothmeyer says that Funky Phantom is the poor man Scooby Doo. Yes. And Tracy says uh, J5 was the best. It was so cute, weren't they? And then they would do like musical numbers and and somehow there was like an adventure attached to it. They really thought about that stuff. Uh, and Irene jokes and says, "Wait, I never saw Jackson 5 as not as a cartoon. Oh yeah, you should check it out." I'm not sure where it's at. You could check for one YouTube. They probably have it, but also, maybe Hulu might have it, or Voodoo. But yeah, they definitely had a cartoon, and look at how long it was for 1971 to 1973. That's pretty awesome. And let me go through the next 10 here. We've got Schoolhouse Rock. That's one that you guys mentioned from 1972. And that kept going until 2001, guys. That's a long time. Then we had the Brady Kids, 1972 to 1973. I never got this where where I'm from. I never saw this cartoon. C-Lab 2020, yes. This was before it got to be adult uh, or grown up. And this is the innocent one from 1972. And it was a fun ride. The one that's for more adults is C-Lab 2021. And this one is Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, which I never got a chance to see. It was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon that was from 1972 to 1974. We also have Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, which we talked about earlier, and a few other earlier streams. And what a fun time that show was! It was great. And usually after the show, they would put on the Harlem Globetrotters, and that was a fun Friday, Saturday afternoon kind of thing from my memory. I could be wrong, but I believe it was how I saw it. And then the Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan. I never saw this. And this was 1972. Does anybody remember that one at all? But yeah, that was a cartoon that was they I guess they were a singing group, um, the Chan clan. And then we have Snoopy Come Home in 1972, and the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show that happened a little bit later. So Snoopy was doing his own little thing. We also had a lot of Christmas specials with Snoopy and Charlie Brown. And everybody just remembers also too that uh, a Halloween special with Charlie Brown, the Pumpkin Patch. Just one of the classics. One of the classics, guys. One of the classics. And then we have Super Friends, guys. Does anybody remember the Super Friends? Absolutely so much fun. 1973 to 1985. And there were lots of other Super Friends show, and just a good time to be had all around with the Super Friends. Uh, then we have Yogi's Gang, another spinoff from the Yogi Berra show, and 1973 to 1975, the Star Trek animated series. Guys, this was a lot of fun for me to watch this show because I was a big fan of the original series, and this was it's just another extension of that. I wonder if you guys was able to catch that as well. Let's see what you guys say in the chat. Um, Irene says, "Schoolhouse Schoolhouse Rock. They played that in school." Yeah, I mean, I thought so too, but and then I think also um sometimes if I like wasn't at school, I would catch it at home. Um, I guess it was I think initially it was supposed to be for pre-kids, but preschool kids, and it was educational and fun too. And Irene says that I remember Fat Albert. Bert, I think, yeah, hey, hey, hey. And William Blake says, "Wait till your father gets home." And the Barclays were two cartoons basically borrowing the formula from All in the Family. Yeah, a lot of places they did not rip off. I hate to use the word rip off, but they borrowed. Use your word. Stuff from All in the Family and anything that was like showing like American families, like the Honeymooners, of course, with the Flintstones. Um, it was very, very common, and even now we still have those like family shows that are that are cartoons, like American Dad. That's like sort of a and even The Simpsons are just sort of like revolving around this family, so to speak, the family dynamic. There's a lot of comedy to be had, if you will. Uh, and oh yes, Tracy has hearts for Snoopy. Yes, I I didn't want anything else as a kid except to have a live Snoopy. Um, to play with. Like he just looks so cute. He looks so cute, and he was so smart and adorable. Always loved. Um, I always loved him. I always loved him. And let's see. And Brogu says the same thing. Hey, hey, hey! It's Fat Albert. What a time to be alive. Yes. Uh, and Irene says, I don't know if this was a thing we watched outside of the classics. Um, oh, well, I don't know, like, 'cause Fat Albert would just like I don't know, it just showed up like it just showed up and I watched it. Like sometimes it was on like in the afternoon and sometimes it was on Saturdays. I really wasn't sure like where that, where I didn't even know the what it was, but it was for some reason I liked that show a lot. Everybody seemed to like that show. And Brogu says Super Friends was amazing. Yes, I mean what an opportunity to have all of your favorite superheroes together in one show. And it was pretty cool. And Lord Toth says, Super Friends, Star Trek, cartoons. Yes, they were the good days, the good old days of cartoons. Cartoons today are pretty good too, but there's something about those older ones that, the ones you remember when you were a kid. And Tracy says, gotta go. See you soon. Well, yes, thank you for stopping by and enjoying this with us. We loved having you here. And have a wonderful day. We appreciate you. And Daryl says, Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle. I believe I might have it somewhere. I'm not sure. I believe I do have it. But if I don't, I'll just write it down in case. And just wanted to let you guys know, like, if you're suggesting one, um, also try to have the date for me so then I can find it a lot easier when you have the date. Tom Limery says, I remember the Super Friends. Ted Knight was the narrator. Batman was Olin Soul. Casey Kasem as Robin. And Shaggy. Yes, I remember him as Shaggy. And Adam West took the Batman role later. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Thank you for that information, Tom. Um, and William Blake Hall says, good animated Star Trek episodes. We visit Spock's childhood. We got more tribbles, and we finally get to meet the Orion pirates from Journey to Babel. Really, yeah, and they were a lot of fun, and because it was because it was animated. You know, many ways you could do a lot more. But even though the animating style was really like bare bones simple, but it just had something interesting um, to it that I adored. And more Star Trek. And when I was a kid, I was just like, more Star Trek, please. um, and Dom says, Schoolhouse Rock was great too, catchy tunes. And Irene said, my mom used to draw the best Snoopy. Oh, that sounds so cool. I used to try to draw him too. It was sometimes I would get I would get it right, and then other times I just couldn't. But yeah, the Snoopy was he was very interesting to draw because of the way um, he's drawn, very stylized. And Unicorn Rampant Studios says challenge of the Super Friends equals of Justice League versus Legion of Doom. Apache Chief would say Alachuk and grow giant. For some reason, I don't. I'm not remembering the Apache Chief. I bet it's gonna hit me like a ton of bricks later. It's like, oh, yeah. I remember the Legion of Doom. I wish we'd had like, I really want like a live action movie with the Legion of Doom. I wonder if we're ever gonna get something like that. Um, William Blake Hall says, I remember there was once a popular song about Snooky fighting a Red Baron. Ooh. Oh, yeah, yeah, with the plane and everything. Yeah. And Unicorn Rampant Studios. So I would run around the house waiting to turn giant. Oh, no. Oh my goodness. That sounds like me twirling and twirling and twirling, hoping that I was gonna turn into Wonder Woman. Uh, and Sunbrat says, Retro, you just have too many fans that want to say hi. LOL. Oh, you're so sweet. um, Irene Jepson says, my favorite cartoons are the Audrey, Little Lulu, Casper the Ghost. Um, okay, so, okay, help me out. Is okay, there is a little Audrey. Okay, so there is a little lot Audrey out there. Okay, little Audrey, because the one that Stunt Brad had asked me to put on the list was little Lotta. And then you said that there's little Lulu. Is little Lulu? There's a lot of littles. Oh, guys, I'm just thinking now. The littles. Did I put the littles on the list? That was a fun show. But that was I think I did put the littles on the list. That's a lot further uh, back. Uh, and Tom Lemery says, remember Fat Albert and Star Trek? All original cast members except Chekhov. Leonard Nimoy said that he would not do it if it didn't include Uhura, Sulu, and Chekhov. Um, 2 out of 3, not bad. Yeah. Cool. And oh look, Puff Comics 83 is here. Says hi RNG everybody. Just finished my stream to join on more cartoon classics. Yes. Oh my god. Well guys, we definitely would suggest to go over to Puff Comics. to Puff Comics channel. They're doing some really great live streams over there that are reviewing a lot of older movies. And it's just wonderful. Brogu, the next Disney animation will star Lizzo, Jack Black as a crime-fighting duo. Thanks, Disney. Actually, I wouldn't mind that. Sounds like it will be funny and silly. So that might actually be fun. uh, Daryl Johnson saying Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, 1976 to 1978. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we have definitely haven't gotten there yet, but yes, thank you for the specific numbers. Let's see, where did I put uh, 76 to 78? It may already be on the list, just in case it isn't, I've got it written down. And Donald Ramon says, "Are we close to Rick Springfield and Twilight Zone? Richard Long futuristic jumpsuit, 1973." I'm not sure. What was the name of the cartoon again, Donald? To let me know, because I think some of um, if you suggested it last week, I didn't get a chance to put it on the list just yet, but um, if it might already be on there, just let me know what the name of that cartoon is. Um, and Tom Lemery says DC D- Fontana DC or Dorothy Fontana was a secretary for Gene Roddenberry and writer for Star Trek and contributed much to the animated series. It was said that the animated series was the fourth season of Star Trek. Awesome. I've heard that. I've heard that it's considered the fourth season. And Irene Jake Jobson says, I like Lizzo and my son does too. I think she's cool. I don't know a whole lot of her stuff. I know she's extremely talented. Um, and that's pretty much about all I know about her. Um, but I would like to, if she does do more acting of things, I definitely want her to train a little bit more. But she's like a fine performer, I think. Um, I watched a couple of her performances and it's like really amazing. Um, so we're gonna go through to do some more, guys, some more cartoons. Let's see how far we can get today. Uh, we've got let's see, Goober and the Ghost Chasers from 1973 to 1975. Uh, and then we've got Inch High Private Eye. I've never, okay, so this looks like it's gonna be hilarious. I've never seen this one, Inch High Private Eye. Just never. Um, and just going back to the Goober and the Ghost Chasers, doesn't that feel like it's like a Scooby-Doo kind of thing going on there? But I never saw that show. Uh, all right, and then we've got Speed Buggy. And that also feels very, Scooby-Doo inspired, but I have never really even saw this show. Let's see, 1973 to 1982. That's 10 years, guys. You got anybody have ever seen Speed Buggy? I never did. Um, then there's Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch, 1974 to 1975. Another one that I have never seen before. It looks really cool. It looks like a precursor to the movie Cars. The cars look like they're sentient. Then there's King Kong Fooey. There's King Kong Fooey. We were all wondering where's King Hong Kong. Did I say King Kong? Hong Kong Fooey. 1974, 1975. Hong Kong Fooey, guys. That is pretty cool. And uh, we've got Rhubarb, which is 1974, which I've never seen before, and looks like it's about a dog named Rhubarb. Then the Partridge Family, 22, 22 100 AD. So the Partridge Family in the future. Never saw this one. This was from 1974 to 1975. Wow, I've never seen that one. The New Adventures of Gilligan, 1974 to 1977. And I never saw this one either. Uh, and then Return to the Planet of the Apes. And this one was, of course, as a result of the wonderful movie Planet of the Apes and all of the subsequent uh, sequels that came after that. It was a go ape craze at the time, and this was part of the result. This really cool cartoon. Now, I didn't get a chance to see it when I was little, but it's one that I'm trying to track down and uh, see if I can see it because I'm very curious about it. The the Great Grape Ape Show. That was in 1975, guys. Um, and that's another 10 right there. Isn't that great? Um, let's see. Oh, I kind of lost where it was. Let's see. And oh, Danny Staten says, Star Trek, that's my jam. Yeah, I mean, that was a good show. And Outcast Creative is here. Hi, Outcast Creative. Hi, Retro. Good to see you. Please give my friend Grace a shout out who is watching your channel for the first time. Oh, hi, Grace. How are you? And yes, Lizzo needs some proper acting lessons, and she may well be good. Yeah, just let's just a few. um, but on the stage where she's singing and on doing all her things that she's practiced for years and years and years, she's very good at. I think um, once you become like a celebrity, I think a lot of times they'll just do like different things. But unless you've been doing it for years and years and years and getting training, it really isn't always a great idea to to guest star and stuff. But I think if she gets training, she's learned those other things really well, and she would take to it very well. I think. I mean, if you look at people like, um, look at Queen Latifah, who started her career as a rapper. She's a fantastic actress, and so is Mary J. Blige. I mean, she got a lot of incredible nominations for one of the things that she performed in. And it is possible, but over time, you have to develop those muscles and those skills. You can't just walk right in and be fabulous at it. And oh, Tom Lemery is updating us on the likes. Thank you so much, Tom Lemery. And we are closing in on 35 likes. So wonderful. So wonderful. And I hope the replay crew will help get us to that and beyond, beyond. So just crossing my replay crew. We're depending on you to lead us the rest of the way. Um, of course, my voice is starting to look. You hear this? This is really wacky. It's cracking. Donald says, Irene, the analogy for the Jackson 5 cartoon marketing is imagine BTS with actual musical talent, incredible marketable band. Donald, you're that's bit savage today. But yeah, they were fantastic. They were talented, weren't they? They were super talented. Um, they um, they were. I think there was more of an entertainment. Um, uh, sort of attack. And I think this has to do with Barry Gordy and his ability to get the people that work with him uh, to do a lot of different things. He got them to experiment. So I loved that show. And more than anything, I still loved seeing them perform live. Um, and oh, Irene says, I feel like I've seen that bone. And Darrell says, that Gotcha Man, 1972 to 1974. Is Gotcha Man also called Speed Racer? Um, let me know. Is it also called Speed Racer? Let me know. And Puff Comics in 1983 says, "High, Inch High Private Eye. Seen it a few times along with Speed Buggy. Oh, cool. I had never seen those two at all." And Outcast Creative says, "Number one super guy. Who is that one?" Who's the number one super guy? Uh, Kung, Hong Kong Fooey, number one super guy. Oh, okay. Thank you. You guys are, thank you. uh, yes, it's been a while since I've seen Hong Kong Fooey. And when I did, I may have seen like a few episodes. Tom Lemery says, I think Don Adams was the voice of Inch Private Eye. Speed Buggy was voiced by Mel Blanc. Hong Kong Fooey was voiced by Scatman Carruthers of Chico the Man fame and of that movie, The Shining. Yes, I love Scatman Carruthers. What a unique voice too. Uh, and let's see. Tom Lemery says, I do remember Gilligan's Island. In one of the incarnations of Gilligan, Dawn Wells was the voice of Mary Ann and Ginger. Oh, really? All right, cutting corners, huh? And Darrell says the Brady Kids, 1972 to 1973. Yeah. Um, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did cover the Brady Kids. Um, and I may have gone through that one a bit fast, but yeah, the Brady Kids we did mention, and I don't know, I had never seen any of those Brady episodes. Brogu says Speed Buggy was a cartoon version of a show called Wonder Bug. Oh, the dune buggy was alive and would help the teenagers that would drive it. I'm showing my age now. Oh, you're amongst friends. You're amongst friends. Do not worry. That's awesome. I love that. Thank you for explaining that to me. Tom Lemery says, "Remember the Brady kids well, Daryl." Yeah, the Brady kids. Well, I knew that they existed, and Brady kids cartoon existed, but I did not know. I did not see any of those. And let's see. And Tasty Mystery Meat says, I missed the start. Did Super President 1967 to 1968 come up? Yes, we did. We did add that one. We did add that one. And Daryl Johnston, Jabberjaw 1976 to 1978. And that very well may be on our list coming up soon. I am not sure. Um, but it will have to wait till we get to 1976. Uh, and Tom Lemery says uh, the Osmonds cartoon was uh, on sometime in the 1970s. Yes, they also had a show as well. And Gotcha Man is the Battle of the Planets. Oh, so you're saying that Gotcha Man. Okay, so Gotcha Man, I was mainly sticking with American slash maybe some European thing. I wasn't really going towards um the Japanese or right. And so I see what you're saying. Maybe I could move it up because it's in the 80s where they began to show the battle of the planets. So it's coming. It's on the list, but it's not under the what um, battle of the planets. Yeah, it's not under. It's not that name. It's under Battle of the Planets, which is basically the 80s. Um, so we'll get to that, and I later on. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it, but I might put the actual, put the actual first thing up first. So thank you for that information. That is very important. Thank you so much. Um, because now it's starting to make sense. And I'll let everybody read that one. I won't say it. Tom Lemery says, I think Mr. President did come up, Tacy. It did come up. I did pull it up. And um let's see. I'm just gonna skip a few to the interest of time. I hope you guys don't mind. Um And Keith E said, I believe today is superhero day. I think I heard it on Alexis, or did you mean Alexa? Um, Interesting. That sounds cool. And Daryl Johnson says, Gotcha Man, a team of bird-themed hero ninjas in space battle the menace of a Galactor, a technology advanced international terrorist organization determined to conquer the world. And oh, look, full chain animation is here. Hello. Wait until your father gets home. 1972 to 1974, a true precursor to The Simpsons. No superpowers, no talking dogs, no, just suburban funny lives. I'm old. Hi, all. You're so sweet. Yes, I mean, I'm thinking that 1972, that's exactly what they would be featuring. Um, and Tasty Mystery Meat says, did you get to Dr. Snuggles, 1979 over the state? I don't. Oh, yeah, we didn't get to 1979. We're still in 1975. There was a lot of cartoons released in this time period. Um, for a while, we were stuck in the 60s for a long time. Um, Yes, and Full Chain is letting me know, confirming that Gotcha Man was retitled to Battle of the Planets for the English dub. And William says, hey, 1973 saw a show called Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids. Popular teen rock stars fight crime to help with the help of supercomputer named Mr. Socrates. Oh, now that's making sense. Um, okay, that makes sense to me. Thank you. Because Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is a movie, but they turned the title into kids, making it a fun romp for kids to do some investigating and solve some puzzles. Sounds great. And Donald Ramon mentions Mission Magic. Yeah, that's on my list that I have here, and you may have come in a little bit later, but I do have a list here and that was one of the ones I read off, Mission Magic. But let me see. Yeah, 1973. Yep, it's on there already. So thank you. We've got Mission Magic, and I remember Dr. Snuggles was great. Dr. Snuggles. What was that a character in one of the shows, or uh, was it a show itself? Uh, Let me know. Let me know. And Zachariah 315 says, "Howdy, y'all. Hello, welcome to the show today. Let me see. Um, we're ready for the next 10, guys. Wow, this is going really well. Um, the next one is Jabberjaw. There's Jabberjaw, guys. We finally got to Jabberjaw. 1976 to 1978. I may have seen like one or two episodes of this. It wasn't really one that I saw a lot of. Um, and yeah, that was it. Of course, we've got the Sylvester and the Tweety Show, 1976, and quite a few other um, versions of that. Then we have Dynamite Dog, which I vaguely remember, but I do remember 1976 to 1977. We've got Clue Club, 1976 to 1979. It seems like it was very popular to have these mystery, these mystery cartoons with teenagers and little kids and dogs. That was, that was like the formula, it seems like. And then we have the Mumbly cartoon show. Um, which I don't really remember. I do remember the dog there, but I don't remember much else here. So I don't know if you guys ever saw this show, Mumbly. Uh, and then of course Captain Caveman. Now I just love this show. This was one of my favorites, favorites. Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, 1977 to 1980. Great show, lots of fun, uh, just uh, hilarious and uh, lighthearted and charming as well. Charming, you gotta add charming to it. We have this guy covered in hair, and he's a popular cartoon character. You wouldn't have thunk it, but yeah, it's a great show. Then we've got Wonder Wheels, 1977. You guys remember this one? I don't remember this one, but that was it's part of the list there. Now we've got the Space Sentinels. I don't ever remember seeing this show, but my goodness, it looked this cover looks really good. I want to see it. So I'm gonna seek this one out for sure. It looks like it's right up my alley. Fantasy, possibly uh, sci-fi. I really want to see it. And you guys actually mentioned this to me. The Laugh Olympics, Scooby's Laugh Olympics, was a show that I seem to have missed, but you guys knew all about it and told me to add it to the list. Uh, and then we have Batman, which is a whole like trip of not movies, but animated shows and cartoons. And the New Adventures of Batman began in 1977 to 1978. We had some more stuff in the 90s that was really, really popular. And I believe at that time, uh, uh, Kevin Conway, who recently passed, did the voice for Batman for many, many years, which devastated a lot of people. And then, guys, look, Daffy Duck show. He finally got his own show in 1978, and he's been doing those wacky, wacky things. ever since. But he had some other like shorts beforehand, just to let you guys know. He did have some shorts beforehand, and but this is his special show that he had in 1978, and then there was the Bugs and Daffy show in 1996 to 1999. Then I'll do one more. There it is, you guys. Finally, we got to the Battle of the Planets G-Force, and it aired in America in 1978 to 1985. I'm going to definitely go back and change it up when I do my final edit, which will be in quite a few weeks. But I'm going to go in and change the date to 1970 to the 74 for the original airing of this. Of this, but yeah, I remember this show, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And it was also very pretty too. I don't know, for me, I love the animation. Then we've got Space Pirate Captain Harlock from 1978 to 1979, and this is one I never knew about. But this was like a lot of people knew about this particular one. I never got a chance to see it, and it's on my list of ones I want to take a look at, a close look at, because it looks like it'll be exciting and fun. Look at that, that really cool thing there. This image is just intensely interesting. So I really want to see this. Now let's see what you guys are saying about the list so far. What do we got here? DC Me says, Dr. Snuggles was a show. Here's is all of it. Uh, well, it was a show. Okay, so I will write that down. Um, and I think you meant he was in all of it. Grogu says, I remember Jabba Jaw. He would talk like Curly of the Three Stooges. Oh, really? We had a really high voice. Barry On says, I remember Space Sentinels, kind of. I want to see it. I want to see that. That looks really good. The full chain animation says Space Sentinels was kind of obscure, but I loved it. Oh, that is cool. Oh, and Dennison says, Odinson says, I remember watching Super Ted as a kid, a superhero teddy bear that got overshadowed by Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, cool. Well, Legend Odinson, thank you for being here. Thank you for mentioning that. Oh, wonderful. Super Ted. I'm not sure if he's already. I think he's on my list. Super Ted. He might be on my list already, but just in case I wrote it down. Oh, and let me go back. Uh, and oh, look, Bobby Renee is here. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Bobby Renee. And John Walker says, I remember Super Ted and loved it. Okay, I'm gonna make sure it's on my list if I don't have it on there, but I think I should have it on there. Um, Unicorn Rampant Studio, Battle of the Planets, another Jason character I could be. Cool, cool. Uh, wow, Jason. eh, oh, Jason of the Argonauts is a good one. I like that, Jason. Jason, Unicorn Rampant Studio says that he had the purpley outfit. Oh, did he now? Okay, I will have to double check. I have to go back and and watch that show again. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen that show. It could be in my imagination. Oh. um, and Darrell says just one more like to get to 35. Oh, thank you, Darrell. And Full Chain Animation says late 70s was tons of Japanese robots for us in the Philippines. They ruled the time slots. Really? Wow, that's pretty cool. Uh-uh. Japanese robots. I love Japanese robots. I mean, who doesn't though? Let's be honest. Who doesn't like? All right. Well, since we have we're gonna go through a few more, and then I'm gonna end the stream really soon. So let me go through a few more. We've got let's see, Captain Future. This is one I never even knew about. 1978 to 1979. And while I was doing the research, that popped up as one of the things to have on my list. Godzilla 1978 to 1980. This is one that Lord Necron mentioned. Um, and I'm like, I never saw this one. And because there's a little character here, the little teeny tiny Godzilla, which is Godzuki. Very cool, very cool. And then we've got Fang Face. That's another one that El Necron mentioned. 1978. And then Jana of the Jungle, um, which I've never seen Jana of the Jungle. Never seen this one. But it looks like it is going to be uh, fun and an adventure as well. So I have that one on the list from 1978 to 1979. Getting close to the 80s, guys. Then we've got Sectars, 1979. Looks like we're dealing with insectoid creatures and a fantasy scape. Looks really cool. Never saw this one. Never saw this one. These are all like ones I've never seen, and they look really fascinating to me. Uh, and then I've seen this one. I think everybody has Plastic Man, guys. 1979. That is a pretty uh, funny cartoon right there. I enjoyed myself watching Plastic Man. And then we have, oh gosh, you guys mentioned this earlier today. Casper and the Angels, 1979. Wow. I am gonna say this we made some way today. We made a lot of way. We actually did better last time, but we made some headway today. That is really good. I'm really proud of all of the amount of cartoons we got managed to get through. And let's see if any one of you guys have anything to say about the recent list of cartoons I just mentioned. Um, and Daryl says someone took a like away. That isn't that a pisser? Oh, that's oh well they'll it's not a bad thing. I mean it happens. Sometimes YouTube also gets their numbers mixed up. Zachariah 315 says, I used to watch Godzilla cartoon when I was a kid on Cartoon Network. I didn't even know this existed, but my gosh, yes, I want to see it. It looks like it's intriguing to me, and I want to know about this character, Godzuki. It looks so cute. And Legend of Odinson says, I remember Stick Tars. I had a couple of toys. Okay, cool. Cool. Now that's a toy I want. Some sectars. Yeah. Okay. I really do like the idea of watching a cartoon and having the toy to play with at the same time. It's a lot of fun. Tasty Mystery Meat says maybe they tried to like it twice. Oh, somebody tried to like it twice. Yes, that's happened to me. Like I've liked something and then I try to like it again and then it's like, oh no, I meant to I meant the other thing. I didn't mean to unlike, but it's possible. I try not to worry about those things. I do encourage though people to like my stuff, but also I don't want to obsess about the numbers because that could make you a little crazy too. But yeah, it'll even itself out. Unicorn Rampant Studio says, I loved Casper. He was my first Halloween costume. Oh, that is so adorable. Oh gosh. Do you still have pictures of stuff like that? That is so cute. And Brogu says, I remember the Godzilla cartoon and the theme song, which is catchy. Oh, okay. See, I mean, I don't even know the cartoon song, the theme song, which is like why wasn't I exposed to these things as a child? um, and and that could let's see. Oh, maybe yes. And Daryl is agreeing that it could be that somebody tried to like it twice. And that see, look, that changed. It's now up to 36. See, life just has a way of working itself out. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, I'll let you know if I come across any childhood photos. I have one or two, but I don't think a Halloween one, though, although I might have the box that had the mask. Oh, cool. Yeah, I remember those kitty car Halloween costumes that they used to have at like Woolworths and places like that. They still do that in like Walmart stuff like Target. But yeah, some of those old car costumes were so cute. Well, guys, I think this is about the end here, and I am super, super, super glad that you all were here with me today. I think we had a record number of people watch the channel, and we got such a great amount of likes, and just really the show is getting bigger and bigger every week, and I appreciate each and every one of you that are here right now and have been uh, contributing all of these wonderful ideas, all these wonderful suggestions for me. Oh, look, I just see some more comments in the chat. Let me just go through them right quick because they are detailed, look like. Daryl says, Casper the friendly ghost, friendly ghost. You go, this is the theme song, I suppose. Um, this is definitely shows that I have not, I was not exposed to Casper the ghost when I was a little kid. Um, so yeah, that is so cool. Yeah, Unicorn says singing. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see that one. But I knew about Casper. I knew about Casper. That's about it. I didn't know. I think maybe it was like if you watched Casper, I then I couldn't watch something else I really wanted to see. So then I just made the choice to watch the thing that I wanted to see. That's whatever it was. Um, whatever competing thing. Like you couldn't watch the two shows, um, if they were on different channels. That's another thing that's like different about today. Like you can watch anything on any channel, right? But at any time you so choose. But back then you had to watch things at their certain time slots, and if you didn't see it, you just were lost. You just didn't see that thing. So it's really kind of wild. Um, and and William Blake Hall says, I'm going to tell the biggest Godzilla fan I know about the Godzilla cartoon. And Bobby Renee says, do another face reveal. Like, take off my face. And that's for the Scooby Show. That's for the Scooby Show. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, we had Wendy the Good Witch and Hot Stuff, the little devil. They were so cool. Hot Stuff, the little devil. And Wendy the Good Witch. These are all things I was never exposed to. Wow. Uh, you learn something new every day. And Bobby Renee said, unless you had a VCR. Yeah, if you had a VCR, you could, I think, but if you had an extra TV to record it, because I mean that's how far back we're going. All right, so I am going to end the stream soon, guys. Um, as you know, I always like to end the stream with a special video um, that is that I like to play that I put together for you. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, and look, I'm just realizing I was supposed to put this banner on for the show. Oh, maybe I'll get it right next time. Almost, almost did it right. Um, we'll do it next time. Let's see if I can find that outro video. Yes, my special outro video. You can write any comment you want to me, maybe some more suggestions, or you can say goodbye to the friends that you have in the chat, the friends that we made today, and just anything that comes to mind before we say goodbye. And I want to say, without further ado, I bid you adieu, and I'll see you in the next video.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.